My name is Ella Bobrowski, and today I'm going to be talking about Instagram. Before there was Instagram, there was Bourbon. This app was created by Kevin Systrom, a Stanford graduate, and it was meant to be a location sharing app where you could check in with your friends and gain points for hanging out with other users. When this did not gain a lot of traction, Kevin knew that he had to make some changes in order to have a successful app. He recruited another Stanford graduate, and together they refined the app and focused on some of the most redeeming qualities, like the photo sharing option. They renamed the app Instagram, and it launched in October of 2010. Instagram gained more than 1 million users in just under 2 months. Within a year, 10 million people were using Instagram. After 2 years, they decided to move on from this venture and they sold it to Facebook. Instagram has a lot of strengths, but the ones that really stick out to me are the large user base, the outreach, and the e-commerce shops. With almost 500 million people logging in a day to see what people are doing in their daily lives. Over 1 billion people are users on Instagram, which allows for people to see different cultures, countries, and so much more. With the e-commerce shops, there are features that allow people to purchase items without ever even leaving the app. There's so much room for advertisements and brand growing. The opportunities that you have with Instagram are endless. Some of the weaknesses can be the issues with society. It can promote unrealistic beauty standards and fuel mental health concerns because of how people are constantly on Instagram, and it creates pressure. Another weakness can be competition. There are other platforms like TikTok and Snapchat that are constantly challenging Instagram. Another weakness can be privacy concerns. Instagram collects a lot of data from users, and this can raise serious questions from people about personal information and if the security is actually useful. And another one can be algorithm changes. Instagram is frequently changing, which can impact user experience. There is also a lot of opportunities that come with Instagram. It's not only a social platform, but it's also a tool for growth and a possible job. First of all, monetization. With features like e-commerce shops, partnerships, brands, and advertisements, creators can use this to turn content into profit. Another opportunity would be influencer creation. Instagram creates a space for a lot of jobs, and people can use content to create a personal brand and grow an audience. Another one is global outreach. With so many users, Instagram can change the world and allow people to reach each other from all over the world. While Instagram is really popular, there are still threats to the company. First would be competition. Rivals like TikTok and Snapchat are always attracting young users, so Instagram really needs to stay with the trends in order to keep these users with Instagram. Second would be hacking and privacy concerns. This can threaten the user trust with the app and privacy. Another one would be oversaturation with ads. Instagram makes a lot of its profit from advertisements, but it can overwhelm users, so it does need to be kept in mind. And lastly would be inorganic outreach. Since the algorithm always favors bigger brands, it can be harder for smaller creators to get outreach out there. Some recommendations that I have for Instagram. The first one would be improving user privacy and data concerns. By doing this and keeping a strict eye on the data, users will trust Instagram more, and people will leave other social media apps to join Instagram. Another way would be continuing to expand the e-commerce. By doing more things like discounts for long-time users, discounts for first-time use, more people will be inclined to use the Instagram e-commerce stores instead of going online and actually using the website. And then another way would be continuing the monetization. If Instagram creates more opportunities for content creators and influencers to use monetization, more influencers and content creators will move to Instagram and make that their main source for their videos and content, which in turn will bring more users to Instagram. Instagram has changed the way that we connect and do business, but these threats could weaken it. It is important to stay relevant, to prioritize security, to be authentic, and to try and communicate with their users. This will help keep it successful and keep Instagram the most popular form of social media.